The strange part is that I remember the exact second his happiness peaked, and it wasn't when he bought the car. It was later. Much later. Standing under a streetlight, holding a paper cup of cheap coffee, he looked at me and said, almost confused, "I thought it would feel different." That sentence stayed with me, but to understand it, you have to go back to the beginning, to the day everything felt like a dream. My friend had been talking about this car for years. Not casually, not like a random wish, but like a quiet obsession. He knew every detail, the model, the engine, the color, even the sound it made when it started. He didn't just want a car, he wanted that car. And for a long time, it felt impossible. Too expensive, too far away, too unrealistic. But he didn't stop. He worked more, saved more, made decisions that didn't always look fun from the outside. While others spent money on trips or small pleasures, he stayed focused. And then, one day, it happened. He called me, but he didn't say anything at first. There was just silence on the phone. Then he laughed. Not a normal laugh, the kind of laugh that comes when something finally becomes real. "I got it," he said. I didn't even need to ask what he meant. When I saw the car for the first time, it didn't feel like just a car. It felt like a moment. It was clean, shining, perfect in a way that made everything around it look a little less important. He stood next to it, not touching it at first, just looking. Like he didn't fully believe it yet. Then he opened the door slowly, sat inside, and closed it carefully, as if the moment could break if he moved too fast. The first drive was quiet. Not because there was nothing to say, but because everything felt too big for words. He smiled the whole time. Not a big smile, not something loud, just a constant, calm expression of satisfaction. After that day, everything changed. At least, that's what we both expected. He drove everywhere. Even places that didn't require a car. Just to feel it again. The way it moved, the way people looked at it, the way it made him feel different. More successful, maybe. More complete. For a while, it worked. Every drive felt special. Every small moment inside the car felt meaningful. Even sitting in traffic didn't feel like a problem. It was still his car. Something he had imagined for years. Something he finally had. And in those first weeks, it really did feel like it changed something inside him. Like he had crossed a line between dreaming and having. And for a moment, it looked like that feeling would stay. But it didn't. And the change didn't happen suddenly. There was no clear moment when everything became different. It was slower than that. Almost invisible. At first, he still washed the car every weekend. Carefully, with attention to every detail. Then it became once every 2 weeks. Then sometimes he said, "I'll do it later." The drives became shorter. Not because he didn't like the car, but because it started to feel normal. He still liked it, of course. But the intensity was gone. The excitement was quieter. The car that once felt like an achievement started to feel like a part of daily life. He drove to work. To the store. To normal places. And slowly, without noticing, he stopped feeling that strong emotion he had in the beginning. One evening, we were sitting in the car, parked near a small cafe. Nothing special. Just a normal evening. He turned off the engine and sat there for a moment. Not looking at the car, not smiling. Just sitting. "It's weird," he said finally. "I wanted this for so long. And now, it's just my car." There was no sadness in his voice. But there was something else. Something like confusion. Like he expected more. Like he thought the feeling would last longer. I didn't answer right away, because I understood what he meant. Not just about the car. About everything. Because this isn't a story about a car. It's a story about how fast we get used to good things. The thing we chase for years becomes something we stop noticing in weeks. The dream becomes normal. The excitement becomes routine. And then we look for the next thing, hoping it will feel different. But the pattern repeats. That night, under that streetlight, with the coffee in his hand, he said that sentence again. I thought it would feel different. And this time, I understood it completely. Not as disappointment, but as realization. The car didn't fail him. His expectation did. He expected a permanent feeling from a temporary experience. But feelings don't work like that. They rise, they peak, and then they settle. That's their nature. And maybe the real value of that moment wasn't in the excitement of buying the car, but in understanding what came after. Because now, he saw something clearly. The car was still good. Nothing changed about it. Only his perception changed. And that meant something important. It meant that the next time he reached a goal, he wouldn't expect it to fix everything. He would enjoy it, yes. Feel it fully. But also understand that it would become normal. And maybe, instead of chasing the next big thing, he would learn to see the value in what he already had, even after the excitement was gone.